We saw this 2 weeks ago. We saw the disdain that the left now has for working class, middle class people in flyover country. You saw Buttigieg said, "Oh, if you don't like $4 gas, buy an electric vehicle." Okay, tell that to farmers and manufacturers who I get the privilege of representing in the 4th District of Ohio. You had Colbert says, "I don't care if gas goes to $15. I drive a Tesla." Oh, okay. Let the folks in the 4th District of Ohio, let them eat cake, was his attitude. You had Anderson Cooper say, Trump supporters eat at the Olive Garden and stay at the Marriott, which, by the way, is a pretty good weekend for folks that I represent.
Yeah.
But that's the arrogant elitist. You had Peter Strzok.
Colbert represents Democrat. I'm not
you
so
had
sure.
Peter Strzok. You had Peter Strzok say the Trump voters. He's in the Walmart
Colbert,
text message.
Anderson
Lisa Page.
Cooper. Anderson Cooper's a Vanderbilt.
I'm talking about the left. I'm talking about. I said today's left. Yeah, today's left. And I said, Peter Strzok says, he's in the Walmart. He said, I can smell the Trump supporters. The Democrats, when they brought in Professor Carlin to the impeachment hearings as one of their expert witnesses, they brought in Professor Carlin, and one of her statements she had made was liberals tend to cluster, conservatives spread out because they don't even like themselves. I mean, that is the attitude that the left has for the good folks that I get to represent. And for people like me and our family, that is their attitude. And everyone knows that. So this elitist attitude that we're better than everyone else, that is the attitude of the left. And I'm telling you, that doesn't sell well with the American people. And that's why you're seeing middle class people, working class people come to the Republican Party.
But see, Congressman, here is the divide. And I hope Vince will agree with me. You're talking about media elitists, which are on both sides, because we can talk about the people over at the conservative networks who make millions of dollars a year. Unfortunately, Vince and I have not made it there yet. But the conservative people who and you're pretty cozy with, I'm sure, because I know them, and then the people over like, Anderson Cooper and Colbert, who also make millions of dollars a year. And, what I'm talking about is Democrats who are in Southwest Atlanta, Democrats who are in rural Arizona, Democrats who are in West Philadelphia, where I'm from, Democrats who are in New York City and Harlem, another place where I was born. Like, those are the places, people in Roxbury, where my wife is from. Those are working class people. You know what I mean?
And I think they're coming. And I think they're coming to the Republican Party.
They don't want to work is frustrating.
No. I never said that. I think there are all kinds of hardworking people. I think they're coming to the Republican. That's my point. McAllen, Texas Texas on the border just elected a Republican as mayor. They are tired of the left's policies, and they are moms and dads, African American, Hispanic American, all kinds of American moms and dads are now saying, I don't want these liberal elites telling me what's best for my kid in school. I think as a parent, I know what's best for my kid in school. And you're seeing more and more families from all walks of life come towards the Republican Party. That's my point. Everybody else is a huge amount of people. They're coming our way because they embrace the policies of empowering moms and dads making decisions about their kids, not some elitist school board and treating parents as domestic terrorists like the Justice Department's doing now.
That's fair, but I think it's a bad idea to use media elites as representative.
Can I jump in here?
The left or the right. I'm not going to talk about and Jason, say that the people that I know in West Virginia and Western Maryland, that they are represented by.
Jason, it wasn't just all media. I used the Secretary of Transportation. He's the one saying, hey, if you don't like $4 gas, $5 gas, go buy a electric vehicle.
And guess what? He got elected by people in a working class city.
$50,000 laying around. We'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, he got elected by people in a working class Midwestern city. Obviously
what I'm discovering,
he was saying something that they agreed with, but go ahead, Vince.
What I'm discovering is that the two of you don't agree on a whole bunch, but I'm very grateful. We've got to go because the congressman's got a busy schedule ahead of him.